Yo, yo, yo. What up, guys? So I'm back with another video, of course. We're going to go take another look at ADS. I haven't checked it in a little bit. I had my buy order set, as we talked about, around the 2450 area. But we didn't get filled. So as you see here, sorry, I'm sucking on a freaking candy. We had a massive breakout, came back down, retested the pattern. Had another breakout, came back down, retested the pattern. That's where I bought in right here. Came back up, wick to the top, got rejected, created some bearish divergence, started correcting again, and we kind of got stopped here around the 6650 area. So we look at the fib retracement here. Don't worry, I'm all done with this candy in case it's screwing you guys up here. So if we take a look at the fib retracement, 0.236 is at 64.05. That's where I was looking to buy it, in between there and 64.55. But this 4-hour EMA here, 20 EMA, 66.90 is right in line with this kind of like a pennant pattern that we're in right now. I could look at it in a couple different bearish ways. As you see on the 4-hour, we got a MACD cross negative. We had this bearish divergence here, but the thing didn't even really fucking drop. That's how you know that there's some power in this thing. So, you could kind of look at it like a cup and handle. Kind of looks like a little bit of a cup and handle. It does look like it's trying to M out on us. But if you look at the RSI, we're actually rolling up. We got a bounce there. So, is this going to turn into a W? I think it's probably going to turn into a little W here. I mean, I would have liked to see it come a little bit lower there, but, that's okay. We'll take it. So I ended up entering today. I bought some at the 6650 area. I decided, you know what, this thing is not going to give me what I want. It's, it's in a powerful uptrend right now. So I'm going to show you some price targets of possibilities. Now, as we move forward, obviously we're going to continue moving up on these EMAs, and the price targets are going to be higher and higher. But as of right now on the daily, the 0.382 is at 59.45, right in line with the daily EMA. We're seeing like a nice, almost like a W look here as well on the daily RSI. So, we're going to have to see where this thing is going to go. But for right now, I'm trying to find as much bearish things as I can on it, because I wanted to buy more at the 64, which I got more at the 66. That's perfectly fine. But we're really getting squeezed right here. We're really getting squeezed. So a big move is about to come. But let's see if we can find out something. Now, on the hourly, we did get a bounce at the 66.90, and then we rolled over, and we're coming back down a little bit. So now the MACD's crossing on the hourly. It's rolling up anyway. It's not crossed yet, but it looks like we're probably going to come back down, test that 66.90 again tomorrow, and then we're going to end up turning this whole pattern here on the RSI into a big W. MACD, you can see starting to roll up, so that's going to take a couple hours tomorrow before we potentially turn this whole MACD into a W as well. So, like I said, I wanted it to come lower. It's not giving it to us, and it's trending right in this golden area here between where we got topped out at the 71 area where we talked about in past videos, and now we have a price target up at the $77.42 to $78 level. So, that to me is our next move. That would be the breakout. Depending on when we break out, it could be in the next couple days. I would think, it could even be tomorrow. I'm kind of looking at this thing breaking out tomorrow personally, if it does break out. But I will give you some breakdown targets in case it rolls over on us. It's always good to have both sides of the scenarios here. My target right now, 82.40. But I'm thinking more like of the $78 level, and I will show you why. Now, of course, we could go extremely bullish here and call this like a bull pennant, and the whole flagpole could be the move, which would, give us a even better target here on the bullish side of 97.46. Now, overall, man, I have a price target. If you watch my other videos, you can see our super bullish target of this whole pattern that it broke out of. And this thing's slowly riding up there. And it's doesn't have, the bears are trying to pull it down, and the bulls are just like, no fucking way, I'm buying this thing up. So, we got all these moving averages moving up, and they're crossing each other, and this is all a great sign. These are all great things when the shorter term moving averages move up across the longer time moving averages. That's when shit starts going positive. So as you see, we're rolling over a little bit on the MACD here, and that's perfectly fine. I really don't know if it's going to come down and cross, but like I said, if it does roll over on us, let's take a look at let's look at something negative here just to see if we could find a reason to be bearish or a possibility of something happening. So let's see. Give me a second here while I set this up. So that long-term blue line I have there was the main gigantic pattern. But if we look at this here as a pattern inside a pattern, which happens, often. Let's see. Not only was it a beautiful rounding bottom showing a lot of buyers in place, we look like we had a couple fake breakdowns here, which is the first breakdown that I bought. There was that touch of that original triangle. I bought that right there. I wanted the retest. I always buy retests. So let's see. So we could potentially come down and retest this pattern for support again. But we have a lot of support below us right now with that 20 EMA on the daily. I don't know. It's going to be tough to break that now, unless we're going to turn completely bearish. So if we look at this thing like a rising channel, it's kind of a rising wedge, I guess, not really a channel. And we took a breakdown of this thing here. Say we were going to break down. Okay, say this MACD turns over, rolls over on us. I don't see it happening just yet. It will happen eventually, but I think it will work out so perfectly that it lines up with the 20 EMA. It's weird how that shit happens. But this does line up with that pattern breakdown at the 54.23. I don't see this happening yet. I think, like I said, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do something else that I just saw on this chart. So 66.67 here is the bottom of this rising channel, and the top is 77.43, and that kind of lines up with our breakout target here that we got incoming. So that makes a lot more sense. Even 78.35. Let's see. All right. Let's check this out here. We have some kind of consolidation pattern right here forming. So let's check out these wicks that the first two wicks will line up and go straight across from there. And then we got some kind of like upward sloping support. So let's say we draw something like this, right? Now, if we were to break up from here, which would be probably tomorrow and as late as Monday, depending on how this thing consolidates tomorrow. But I have a feeling if we do have positive signs, we would come up here tomorrow. So breakout from tomorrow would bring us to the 78.35, right at the top of this rising channel. Maybe a little bit soon, maybe a little bit lower if you were looking to take some profits or anything like that, which could be a good possibility to do because obviously we have that breakdown of this rising channel. So usually it would break down towards the top of it anyway. So if we were to come up and test this, maybe even get to $82 and then fall back in, fall to the bottom of the channel or maybe even break down below it. But we'll have to look at that when we get there. I thought we were going to have a bigger dip than this when we double topped up here and freaking had bearish divergence. So we could come a little bit lower than the 66. Maybe we could come to that 64 tomorrow. But we'll see. If we do, I'll be a buyer right there for sure. I think it's going to be some kind of fake breakdown here. I can see, or these will all line up perfectly by the time we get up to that 78 level, and then we'll have this MACD cross negative, have to correct, and then we'll come back down and test that. We'll see where we'll test. It's hard to say right now. Maybe we'll test the top of this pattern that we break out of. That's a possibility too. A break above the $71 level, that's massive, massive resistance right now. If we can get above that, look on the hourly right here. We're already bounced twice, so that's kind of like a double bottom right there. We're definitely coming up. It's pretty clear to me that we're coming up here tomorrow, so I don't know. That's what I'm gearing towards. We got bullish divergence. We got some bullish divergence forming right there too on the hourly. This MACD's rolling up. We're getting to the end of this pattern. Maybe one small dip in the morning to let the last people in. Maybe a fake breakdown of it. We'll have to see, but this thing did not sell off very much. I really wanted to see it sell off more just so I could buy more at a lower price, but it did force me to get in on that recent bounce down. So I did grab some there. I want to ride this thing up to my breakout target personally, so we'll have to see what I decide to do, but maybe I'll sell one at the 80. I don't know yet. See how everything looks when it gets up here. Maybe I'll do an updated video on this on Monday or something, depending on if anything crazy happens tomorrow, then maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. So, that's where we're at right here. ADS is looking really good. It's looking strong. Look at the 30-minute. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to look at some small time frames because this will kind of gear us to where we're going. We're getting a MACD cross on the 30. We haven't got it on the 45. It kind of works down the line. So as you get the cross on the 30, then you get the 45, then you get the hourly, then the 4-hourly, so on and so forth. So anyway, keep your eye on this thing because I think that this thing's going to be huge. All right, that's all I got. Peace.